to the class, children. I am your science teacher and my name is Mrs. Jyoti. So today we are going to learn about lesson number 4, that is safety and first aid. So before starting this lesson, in our daily life we come across many accidents. Let it be a minor one or major one. So minor are the small one which like there will be a cut on your hand, and the major one are like road accidents or fire accidents. So these we consider as the major accidents. So in our daily life, one or the other day we meet with an accident. So what we have to do when we meet with an accident? So immediately whenever we meet with an accident, we are going to take the first aid. So what is first aid? So before going to a doctor, whatever we can do by ourselves, like if any cut is there on your body, any with a knife or blade, if there is a cut on your body. So what you are going to do? You are going to like take a cotton, then wash it with water, then apply some cotton over there, or else if it is a small cut, you are going to put some Dettol, that is antiseptic liquid. Yes, so this is the first thing which you are going to do before you meet a doctor. So whatever help you are giving to your body before a doctor comes or before you go to a doctor is called as first aid. But you have to see that you are not going to meet with an accident. So you have to follow some safety precautions. So in this lesson we are going to learn about what are the different types of accidents, what first aid we can give, what is first aid actually, and for different types of accidents, what is the first aid which we can give. So before starting the lesson, I would like to show you the first aid box. So here is the first aid box. So if you see in this, you can see a cotton. So this is a cotton. Then this is the sterile gauze. So after applying the cotton, we are going to tie it around the cotton with the body with the sterile gauze. So it is in the form of netted tie. Okay, it is in the form of net. So this we call it as sterile gauze. Yes. Then here. So here this is antiseptic lotion. It is antiseptic lotion, or we call it as antiseptic liquid also. So like Savlon will be there, and this is Dettol. So with this we can kill the germs around the wound. Then this is antiseptic powder. This is antiseptic powder. Then here you can see an antiseptic cream. So whenever there is a burn on your hand or leg or wherever on your body, you can apply this antiseptic cream. And this is the little bigger one, sterile gauze. And here you can see like sterile water. So with this also you can clean. Instead of using the normal water, you can clean it with this also, with the help of cotton. Okay, so these are the things which we have in the first aid box. So not only this, in your home also you have the first aid box. So what all things you have in the first aid box? Like you have a small thermometer also. So whenever there is a temperature in your body, you are going to check it with a thermometer. Yes, and you have like normal tablets like this, like Dolo or Crocin or paracetamol. Okay, whenever you have fever, you are going to take this. And chest and cold tablets you will have for cold and all. Then if you have a headache and all, you will have a Saradol. And if there are elder people in your home, they may have some BP tablets and sugar tablets also. Like this, many different tablets also will be available in the first aid box. Okay, so this is about the first aid box. So let us move on to the lesson. So lesson number 4, safety and first aid. So page number 321. So what we are going to learn in this lesson? Let us see. Learning objectives. Recall what is first aid and its importance. So in this lesson we are going to learn about what is first aid and why it is very important. Why first aid is very important to a person, that also we are going to learn. Identify the situations where first aid is necessary. So each and every accident we are not going to treat with first aid. Few accidents are there where we cannot do the first aid at all. Directly we have to approach the doctor. So let us see what are those kind of accidents also. List the first aid steps to be followed in various emergency situations. So first aid is different for each and every accident. So if it is a small cut or wound, we are going to do one type of first aid. If it is a burn or snake bite or dog bite, we are going to do another type of first aid. So what first aid, what are the steps, how we have to proceed, About all these things we are going to learn in this lesson. So before that we have a warm up. So this warm up will be your homework. So if you see the pictures over there are 4 different pictures, and in each and every picture there is a different type of accident. So what is that accident? How we can avoid that accident? Now if you look at the first picture, so here there is a car and a bicycle. So the bicycle was hit by the car. So how we can avoid this accident? By not going on to the busy roads. So there are few main roads will be there, no? So that roads always there will be rush with lorries, buses, cars and all. So better you don't go on to that busy roads. So wherever there is no rush, go on, ride a bicycle only on certain places. Then in the second case, there is an electric shock. So how to avoid this? Don't touch the electric switchboards with wet hands. Don't touch electric switchboards with wet hands. By this you can avoid the electric shock. Then you can see the third picture. The person is drowning. The person is drowning in the swimming pool. That is sinking into the swimming pool. So how can you avoid this? Either by learning swimming, how to do swimming and all. If you don't know the swimming, there will be a air bubble. You can put it around you and then you can go into the swimming pool. Then if you see the third picture, there is a girl walking near the footpath. So you should not walk near the footpath. You should walk on the footpath. So by this you can prevent the accident. So these are the 4 major accidents and how you can prevent that you have to write it in the given space. Okay, that will be your homework. Now moving on to the lesson introduction part. So whenever we meet with an accident, before that we have to take safety precautions. So whatever work we are doing, we should be very careful. Okay. Now if I am holding this first aid box and it is little heavy, if I don't hold it properly, what will happen? It may slip from my hand and it will fall down. And whatever glass materials are there in this, they may break and I may get hurt. So what I have to do, instead of holding it very lightly, I should hold it little tightly so that there will be a less damage to me. Okay, so first thing is we have to follow the safety measures, and by mistake if there is an accident we have to follow the first aid, and for this first aid also there are some safety measures how we have to do and what we have to do. Then after the first aid is given, if it is necessary, even we have to consult a doctor. So here is a doctor. So a doctor is a person who treats us. A doctor is a person who is going to treat us for various diseases and like normal fever and all also he is going to treat us. So moving on to the lesson, page number 322, introduction. An accident may occur at any time. They usually happen when we are not careful. So we must always be careful whether at home, at school, in the playground or on the road. By being careful, we can avoid or lessen the impact of most accidents. So here they have given at what places we meet with an accident. The first thing is at home. Then the second thing is at school. Then in the playground, and the last one is on the road. So most of the major accidents they occur on the road. And after coming to school, whenever you jump from one bench to other bench or playing in the playground, whenever you run and skip and fall down, you are going to get hurt. And at home, like whenever there is water and if you don't see, you just walk on that water, you are going to slip and fall down. Or you sometimes use the matchsticks and sometimes you use the knife also whenever your parents are not there. So by mistake there will be a small accidents. Okay. So we have to be careful at every place. It's not only home or playground or school or on the road. So wherever you go, you must be very careful and cautious. Then first aid. First aid. A person who has met with an accident needs immediate attention. The immediate help given to a sick or injured person before taking him or her to a doctor is called as first aid. So, whenever a person is met with an accident, the immediate first help, whatever you are going to give to that person is called as first aid. So, that is very important. Sometimes it will like if you don't give a proper first aid, the person may be in a danger and lose his or her life also. So it's very important to give the first aid. So here there are the uses of first aid for you. 3 uses are there. Like first one, save the person's life. So if you give the first aid, it's going to save the person's life. It will relieve the pain till the doctor arrives. So if it is a major one, the doctor only has to come. Some accidents you can't visit a doctor. So till the doctor comes, it's going to give you relief from the pain. Prevent the condition of the victim from getting worse. So sometimes if there is a cut on your body and there is heavy bleeding, if the bleeding continues like that, there will be so much of loss of blood. Then it will be very danger to your body. So in such cases, what happens? What first aid you can give? You can hold it tightly, or you can tie a cloth tightly, or with the help of cotton you can press it tightly. Yes. So this is the first aid you can give. So how the first aid is helping here? So it's helping in the loss of blood. So it will help you to get rid out of the loss of blood till the doctor arrives or till you visit the doctor. So here 3 major uses are there. So the first one is it's going to save the person's life. Then it will give you relief from the pain and all. And the last one is it will protect you from getting the situation into worst condition. Okay. And now here you have different accidents are there. In that the first one is first aid for the cuts and wounds. So what first aid you can give for cuts and wounds? Let us see. So what are cuts and wounds? Yes, so whenever you play with a blade or knife by mistake, so whenever you are cutting something also by mistake, it happens. So there may be a small cut or it may be a little bigger one also. So let us see what first aid we can give for the cuts and wounds. Germs can enter a body through an uncovered cuts and wounds and cause infection. So we should not ignore cuts and wounds, however minor. So even it is a small cut, minor means smaller one. Even if it is a small cut or even if it is a major one, that is the little bigger cut, we have to take some safety precautions. So first aid for cuts and wounds. So what first aid we have to take for this cuts and wounds? So what is the first step which we have to take? Always wash your hands and with soap and water before giving the first aid. So before giving whatever first aid you want to give, first thing is you have to wash your hands. So why we are washing hands here? Because our hands, they contain so much germs. So the first step here is wash hands. Wash your hands with soap or you can use some antiseptic cream like Dettol and all. Otherwise you can use like a lotion and all. So with these things you can wash your hands. Then the second one, if the cut is small, clean it with a piece of cotton dipped in antiseptic lotion such as Dettol, dry it and apply an antiseptic cream or put a bandage over the wound. So whenever there is a small cut, like here I have a cut now. So what I have to do, it's no need to wash this small cut. So you have to take a cotton. So this is the cotton. So with the help of cotton, then antiseptic lotion. So you have to dip this cotton to the antiseptic lotion and then you have to clean it like this. Okay. After cleaning, after 2 to 3 minutes, it's going to become dry. Okay. The skin over here is going to become dry and the bleeding is also going to stop. Then what you have to do? Take another piece of cotton, then antiseptic cream. You can take antiseptic cream or else you can also take an antiseptic powder. So by using this powder directly you can sprinkle on the wound. And if it is an antiseptic cream, take a piece of cotton, apply some cream to that and then you can apply it on the wound. So this is the antiseptic cream. Okay, so from my side is the cream which we use for skin. Okay, what any cuts and wounds are there, we use it, the soframycin. Okay, so this is how which we have to do for a small cut. Okay, so what is the first step? First step is to wash our hands. Then clean it with Dettol. Then apply cream. So these are the three steps which you have to follow for minor cuts. Okay, so whenever there is a minor cut, what you have to do? First thing is you have to wash your hand. Then afterwards you have to clean it with Dettol. Okay, take a piece of cotton cloth or cotton. Then you have to clean the hands with the Dettol. Then after it becomes dry, you have to apply the antiseptic cream. If antiseptic cream is not available, then you can apply the antiseptic powder also. Okay, so in this way you have to clean the small cuts. Then what you have to do for major cuts? If it is like if the cut is little more, what you have to do? To stop the bleeding from deep cuts, take some cotton, wool or make a thick pad of sterile gauze and press it over the wound. You can also press down on the cotton with your thumb and fingers to stop the bleeding, then tie it tightly with a bandage. So take the injured person to a doctor. An anti-tetanus injection may be required if the cut has been caused by a rusted piece of iron such as nails or any other dirty objects. So little deep cuts also it's going to happen. So what you are going to do for the major cuts? This will happen mostly with the rusted objects or knife or iron nails or a piece of glass. Yes, so with this it's going to happen. So what you are going to do in such case? If it is a deep cut, there will be so much loss of blood. So you can take a little bigger cotton. So little bigger cotton you can take and you can press it. So wherever there is a cut, suppose here there is a cut. So little bigger cotton you have to take and press it. In this way you are going to press it little tightly, even though the bleeding is not stopping. Then you have to take a sterile gauze. So this is the sterile gauze. Make it into a thick pad like 5 to 6 layers. Then this sterile gauze you have to apply it on the cut or wound, so that after some time it's going to stop. Then take a cotton, clean it properly with the antiseptic liquid, that is Dettol. So with the help of Dettol you are going to clean it, apply the cotton here and you are going to tie it tightly with the sterile gauze in this way. So in this way we are going to tie it tightly around the wound. So are you able to see? Yes. In this way you are going to tie it tightly. After 2 to 3 days it is going to become normal. The wound is going to heal. Then after this what you have to do? You don't leave it like that. Immediately you have to visit a doctor. So the doctor may give a particular medicine or he may give an anti-tetanus injection, or we also call it simply as TT injection also. So a TT injection will be given to you from later further like any germs whichever has happened to your hand. From that wound germs may enter into the body. I already told you that like cuts it may happen because of rusted nail. So that rust is going to make the wound little bigger. So to avoid that you are going to take an anti-tetanus injection. Okay, so this is about the lesson, and your homework is you have to do the warm-up. So from page number 321, I already discussed regarding the accidents, how you have to take the safety measures that you are going to do. So this homework you have to do it, and we are going to meet in the next session. So read the lesson completely once again and do the given homework. We are going to meet in the next session.